Well, ladies and gentlemen, I stayed away from it as long as I could. I simply cannot leave this one alone. A Colorado judge has ordered a bakery in Denver to bake cakes for a celebration of a same-sex marriage, even though same-sex marriage is illegal in Colorado. I mean, you talk about convoluted. Let me tell you the story. The order from Administrative Law Judge Robert N. Spencer said Masterpiece Cake Shop in suburban Denver discriminated against a couple because of their sexual orientation by refusing to sell them a wedding cake for their same-sex marriage. The order says the cake maker must cease and desist from discriminating against gay couples. Although the judge did not impose fines in this case, the business will face penalties if it continues to turn away gay couples who want to buy cakes. Okay, now let's stop and assess this. What really is going on here? Number one, this couple, let me see, they were married several months before this in another state, and then they want to come to Massachusetts to have this ceremony. Now, I don't know whether they knew ahead of time the stance of this bakery owner or not, whether they targeted him. Obviously, the American Civil Liberties Union got in on the case because they intend to break every single person that will not assent to same-sex marriage. Nevertheless, they've got this order from this judge that this bakery owner must make this cake to help them celebrate their same-sex marriage. Now remember, same-sex marriage is against the law in Colorado. There is a law against it. Let me read it to you. Colorado has a constitutional ban against gay marriage, but now they're going to fine this bakery owner because he won't celebrate the breaking of the law. Now, wait a minute. He will not celebrate. Now, here's what he has to do. As a Christian, he believes the Bible. Okay, what does the Bible actually say? Well, Leviticus 20:13 says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. I'm reading to you from the Bible here. That's what the Old Testament law said. In the New Testament, it says, for this cause, this is Romans chapter number 1, verse 26, for this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one toward another. So they're leaving the natural, going to the unnatural. They burn in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. So these two men walk in. They say, we want to buy a cake. It's to celebrate our same-sex marriage. So they're asking a Christian to put on there, congratulations. What was their name? Let me see if I can find their name here. Congratulations, David and Charlie. It was Charlie Craig and David Mullins. Congratulations, David and Charlie. A Christian is supposed to bake a cake, decorate it, and participate, be forced to participate in this sodomite celebration. Are you hearing me? This really happened. I'm not joking. This really happened. And they're being forced. They're trying to force this bakery owner. They've now taken him to court. Now, fortunately, the judge did not this time fine him, but said from now on, you must do this. Now, when they won the case, at least so far, has the right of appeal. But the Civil Rights Commission is expected to certify the judge's order next week. Phillips can appeal the judge's order, and Martin said they're considering their next steps. But Mullen said he and Craig are ecstatic. What are they ecstatic about? Forcing a Christian to go against his religious belief. That's what they're ecstatic about. He either has to go against his religious convictions, violate his sincerely held religious convictions, or lose his business. What kind of perversion is this? And all the time, Colorado has a constitutional ban against same-sex marriage, and yet a judge in Colorado is ruling because he will not affirm same-sex marriage and will not celebrate same-sex marriage, that he's violating these people's civil rights. Now, they don't have a civil right to a marriage, according to the Constitution of Colorado. But little does the judge care about that. Don't confuse me with the facts. Oh, what about the First Amendment? What about the First Amendment? Here's what it says. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So we're talking about the Christian religion here. Congress shall make no law prohibiting the free exercise of religion. Okay. So here's this man that does not want to participate in the celebration of a same-sex, a homosexual relationship. He doesn't want to participate and celebrate sodomy. And the judge says, you have to. And the Constitution says, Congress shall make no law prohibiting the free exercise of religion. Congress shall make no law prohibiting the free exercise of religion. Where are we going to go with this? How's this going to turn out? It's going to make a difference for you and me because these people are not just contented to have freedom to conduct these homosexual relationships. They are determined that you are going to approve, and they are willing to run you out of business. They are willing to put you under fines until you surrender your Christian belief and assent to their perverted lifestyle. The Bible says it's an abomination. This judge is demanding that this baker cooperate in an abomination. Ladies and gentlemen, America's in deep trouble today because our courts have been absolutely riddled with liberal judges who do not believe the Bible and don't believe you have a right to believe the Bible, and they are determined to break anybody who resists their liberal, godless, unbiblical agenda. That's where we are right now. I'm taking your calls today, and I want to go right now to Washington. Shauna is calling from Washington. Hello, Shauna.
Hi.
You're on the air with me, Shauna.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you well. What's on your mind, Shauna?
Hello, Irvin?
Yes. Are you hearing me, Shauna?
Yes, hi. I'm sorry. Okay, here's my question.
Shauna, do you have your radio on?
I am a Christian, and I am against homosexuality.
Okay.
Oh.
You need to turn your radio off. I think it's confusing you, Shauna.
Here's my question, though. Where do we draw the line as Christians? We're all sinners. Do we not sell them cars or food, or where do we draw the line? I'm a little confused. It's like we sell alcohol to alcoholics. So, what's wrong with selling a baked good to help me understand a little bit. I'll hang up and listen to your answer.
Okay, Shauna, thank you very much. And that's a legitimate question. Am I teaching that you should hurt gay couples? I don't believe you should. Do I believe you should love them and try to help them? I do believe you should. Should you endorse their behavior? No, you should not. When it comes to the point where you have got to decorate a cake, or, for instance, you've got to go out and photograph a gay wedding, I would not do it. I'm not going to go out and do that. If I were in the photography business, I'm not going to do that. Should I be forced to perform a same-sex ceremony? Should I be forced as a minister to solemnize vows? Let's say that same-sex marriage were legal in the state where I reside. Does that mean they can come in and say, you have to form? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing that I would have to perform in that ceremony. Now, do I have a right to say I cannot conscientiously celebrate and put down, congratulations, David and Craig? I can't do that because it is an endorsement of an abomination, of something that God declares that he hates, that it's reprobate, that it is an abomination. I can't do that. Okay, so that's what we're wrestling with here. Now, I have knowingly invited many homosexual people to my church. I've tried to treat them right. But if I had a son or a daughter in a homosexual relationship, would I allow them to bring their partner, their significant other, over to my house for Christmas celebration? No, I would not do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to endorse that, because the Bible says when you bid them Godspeed, you become a partaker of their evil deeds. So, love people, be good to them, but don't endorse them. Because once you endorse them, you pull a cover down over their conscience. Their conscience is the only way they'll ever get them back to righteousness. I mean, we're talking about sin here. We need to comment more about that as soon as we get back. You're listening to Politics and Religion, and it's time we talk about this.